You are watching the 2014 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days, and joining us today from Colorado Springs, Colorado, is head coach Horst Richardson and junior midfielder Max Grossenbacher of the Colorado College Tigers. And first of all, gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us this morning from the Rockies.
Our pleasure.
Coach, we'll start with you. This is your 50th season with Colorado College, your 49th as head coach. Just tell me how excited you are to be starting a new season, and just what does it mean to you to be a staple in this program for so long?
Well, I mean, it is a milestone of sorts, I suppose, to stay at one institution for 50 years and have an absolute blast doing it. I've enjoyed myself immensely teaching and coaching here at Colorado College. I still feel I got some vigor left. Max and I just got back from our service project in the mountains with the new students, and I was manning the chainsaw, so there's energy there, you know. And I think I can pass on a few pointers to the guys. I have a good staff helping me, and a wonderful administration here supporting us. Great facilities. I mean, every day at work is a vacation for me.
Awesome. As we go into preseason, obviously we're still early in the preseason, a couple weeks out from your first match, but what are you hoping to see from your team throughout preseason?
Well, I mean, we invited 21 returning students and an equal number, another 21 of new students to preseason. We are in the final phases of making cuts and trying to keep a team of about 28 to 30 to carry us through the season. We're impressed with the fitness level of the entire contingent. They did a wonderful job during the summer getting in shape. We just did the beep test yesterday, and you know, the strength and conditioning coach tells us that as an entity, we are a level higher in fitness than we were last year. So I'm very much encouraged. There's great enthusiasm amongst the team. We're trying to put together, you know, a strike force, and obviously have, you know, seniors and juniors coming back who can help us do that. We've got at least 3, if not 4 freshmen who are potential starters for us. Got a huge stable of goalkeepers to select from. So we have our job cut out, but at the same time, we feel that you know, opportunities are there for newcomers to step in, for seniors and juniors to guide them along the way, and hopefully we'll be able to put it all together by the 29th when we face our first game opponent, Occidental College from California.
Max, I'll turn to you. Just first, tell me about the excitement level starting a new season, going into preseason. Just tell me the excitement level of yourself and this team.
Well, everyone's excited. Definitely new season. Everyone's eager to play. We have great senior leadership and our senior captain, Andrew Worthington. And I'm excited as the new junior captain of the team. Everyone's just eager to prove themselves. We think we have a really good team this year with a lot of good core players coming back, and we think we have a good shot of having a very good season this year.
Coach Richardson, I'll turn back to you. As Max just mentioned, you're talking about Andrew, one of the captains on the team, a senior. You have a large group of seniors on this team, according to the roster. Just how vital, or according to last year's roster going into this year, how vital will they be to this team's success?
Well, I mean, obviously, having put in 3 dynamic years for your school, you know, should give them an edge up in experience, in savvy, in leadership, and we certainly have that with Andrew, whom we call worthy because he is clearly a worthy individual. You know, we're trying to find, I mean, he's our defensive pillar of strength. we're trying to figure out who to put back there with him to give him some security. We have Max right in front of him, and Max here can run forever, as he proved in the beep test yesterday. He blew away the opposition. With the two of them starting the spine of the team down the middle, and with a couple of good seniors coming back who can put in a goal or two, I think we have the spine set. All we need to do now is just kind of fill in the holes on the flanks, and we feel that we'll be a formidable opponent.
Max, I'll turn back to you. As you mentioned, you are named a team captain, or the junior captain, I should say. Just tell me what it means to you to emerge as one of the leaders on this team and to be named the captain. What does that mean to you?
It was an honor last season being chosen as the junior captain coming into this season by my teammates and coaches. I just look forward to proving myself on the field once again and showing that I can be a leader of this team. And, yeah.
You are watching the 2014 Men's Soccer Media Days with head coach Horst Richardson and junior midfielder Max Grossenbacher of the Colorado College Tigers. And, Coach, I'll turn back to you. Tell me a little bit about some of these players that are returning to the team this year and what kind of role they're going to play in 2014.
By the way, Max is from Texas, so just for all the Texas opponents, I want to make sure that they got him tagged, because he's going to run circles all around.
Absolutely. Just so all the Texas schools know.
Well, I mean, aside from Max, let me mention just a couple of guys. Mm-hmm. Last year, we had two stupendous freshmen join us, and they're back after a summer of work in Alaska. They're tough,
clearly,
and eager and willing. And the Rookie of the Year, Caden McKenzie, in fact, has proven that he hasn't lost much of his impact for us by being dominant in the few practice sessions that we've had. And so we figure that Caden probably be right ahead of Max here in the configuration, supporting the attack and being the second line of shooters. The other guy who was in Alaska with him, a fellow from the East Coast, Christian Wolf, if he plays as good as his hair is long, we're gonna be unstoppable. So Christian is a dynamic defender and then a competent attacker at the same time. We're gonna have a lot of fun watching Max and Caden and Christian and Andrew, who are obvious starters for us, lead the other 7 guys on the field along, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it.
Max, I'll turn back to you. Just tell me a little bit, what are some goals that you have set for yourself in 2014? And I know it's early in the preseason, maybe the team hasn't quite met and discussed yet, but what are some team goals maybe that you're hoping to see the team accomplish in 2014?
We believe that we have a really good team. We want to go farther than we did last year for sure. Definitely make it to the SCAC championship game. And we have strong senior leadership that are really pushing for NCAAs this year. So that is definitely one of our main goals, is to prove that we can compete with the elite Division III competition and be in that final postseason tournament.
Coach Richardson, I'll come back to you. Obviously, as we've mentioned a few times, it is early in the preseason. You're still going through conditioning and still have to cut down the team. But tell me a little bit about the newcomers coming in, and just what are you expecting from them throughout preseason? What are you hoping to see from the newcomers as you get ready for the new season?
We have several newcomers who potentially are impact players for us. and I'll focus on two of them. We have a transfer coming in who, with Max in the beep test, blew the opposition away. He's been training all summer long in Leadville, Colorado, which is up at 10,000 feet, and he is an indefatigable runner and a very, very competent player from Boulder, Colorado, with a wonderful soccer name of Soren Frickholm. He's American, but he sounds, like he's from Denmark or Sweden or Norway, and he can play soccer. So he's going to help us in the middle of the park. He's a wonderful setup man for combination plays, and we're excited to have him. And then the second guy I'd like to mention is the brother of a current player, Tim Huddle. His brother to Ryan Huddle. Both of those guys are from Chicago, from the Chicago area, and Timmy Huddle can fly. He is a penetrating flank player. He's got all sorts of tricks in his bag and can bring in the cross. I think he'll surprise a few guys along the way with his speed and with his dexterity, and hopefully with his finishing capabilities. So I think those two probably would be, at the moment at any rate, the standout from the new group.
We'll get you out on this final question. We're going to ask both of you. Max, we'll begin with you. For the team to reach its goals and expectations in 2014, what will be some of the keys to success?
As I said, we had a good senior leadership and a good core group of players that want to be in that NCAA tournament and want to show that we deserve to be there. And with a good incoming group of newcomers, we feel like practice sessions will be tough. People will be pushing each other, and this will be essential for increasing our level of play and our competition, our drive to win, and hopefully that will help us through this season.
Coach Richardson, same question. What will be some of the keys to success in 2014?
Well, you can measure success in a number of different ways, and here we're in a Division III conference working with student athletes. So let me just mention one area of success where we've already proved ourselves. Last year's incoming or the returning players, the grade point average for all of those guys is 3.4 and change. Now I think that's stupendous, right? And so I'm already extremely satisfied with that kind of student athlete performance in the classroom. And as Max says, on the field, I think it'll be competitive. We're gonna take one game at a time, build from hopefully one victory to the next. And I agree with Max that we clearly, I think, have the capability to be a competitor for the SCAC title, and maybe give Trinity a run for their money this time around.
You have been watching the SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days with head coach Horst Richardson and junior midfielder Max Grossenbacher of the Colorado College Tigers. And again, we just want to thank you again for taking the time out to join us today. Enjoy those beautiful mountains in the background, always one of our favorites. And we wish you good luck in 2014.
Appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.